Notorious drug lord Alpo Martinez shot and killed on the streets of Harlem. He was a larger-than-life figure who seemed to defy death. Fox 5's Lisa Evers goes over who he was and why he might have had a long list of enemies.
He was one of the city's most notorious drug dealers, famous since the 1980s for his murderous ways and mountains of cash and drugs, immortalized in dozens of rap songs and the movie Paid in Full. But it all came to an end for Alpo Martinez right here on the streets of Harlem, right where it all began. These are exclusive photos of Alpo Martinez on previous visits to Harlem in recent years. But his latest visit turned out to be his last. On Sunday, about 3:20 a.m., police were called to Frederick Douglass Boulevard near West 147th Street. A dark red pickup truck crashed into parked cars. The driver was shot 5 times in the chest through the car window and killed.
I heard 5 shots, 1 and then four consecutive shots after that.
It was Alpo, but his driver's license and other IDs had his witness protection name of Abraham Rodriguez with a Lewiston, Maine address. The murder scene stretched for blocks up to 151st Street. Alpo had been given a new identity when he was released from a Colorado Supermax prison in 2015 after serving more than 20 years for 14 murders. But instead of lying low, he couldn't seem to stay away from New York.
He's been seen riding around Harlem most of the time. You know, he's been seen down in Harlem a lot.
In addition to the murder convictions, Alpo was widely believed to have turned on many of his former associates in order to shave years off what could have been a life sentence. There is no shortage of people who may have wanted payback.
Other than him being who he is, there seems to be a thing with guns going on that everyone's, you know, it's getting out of hand with the guns. Everyone seems to have a gun right now.
Sources tell me that Alpo may have been shot while sitting in his car further down the block and then tried to drive away to escape. Investigators will be looking at forensic evidence as well as surveillance video to get a clearer picture of what really happened. In Harlem, I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News.
This notorious drug lord Alpo Martinez shot and killed on the streets of Harlem. He was a larger-than-life figure who seemed to defy death. Fox 5's Lisa Evers goes over who he was and why he might have had a long list of enemies.
He was one of the city's most notorious drug dealers, famous since the 1980s for his murderous ways and mountains of cash and drugs, immortalized in dozens of rap songs and the movie Paid in Full. But it all came to an end for...
This would have been a better job.
Second. I guess. So how do you feel about this drive-by shooting here?
Oh, I didn't know it was drive-by shooting, but I'm from New Jersey, and I feel like everybody should be safe out here. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, my car is parked out here.
I honestly feel like violence needs to be stopped. It's honestly out of control.
And I want these cops to be safe out here too. Like, I shouldn't even be out here but for yourself. This is drive-by shooting.
It's actually mentally exhausting.
Yeah, you guys ever worried about your safety at all?
Yes, I'm worried about my safety.
Extremely. And we're not from New York, so it's extremely
But at the end of the
stressful.
day, I hope everybody's safe out there. And,
Yes.
like, you know, I don't know.
Thank you so much, guys. Do you want to give your name?
I'm Ashley.
My name is Jade.
J-A-D-E?
God bless.
Can you spell your name?
J-A-D-E. From New Jersey.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, ultimately, that's what it became, and that may have happened with the instance of Rich. He may have something might have happened and triggered a thought in his mind, hey, this is a lot easier,
Yeah, to pay him back. He's not there to pick it up.
Right.
And Rich actually paid you the night he got killed.
He did.
So you were brought in for questioning and everything else.
Well, no, the feds came to my store. They first attacked.
So we gotta do this right, and we gotta get him when nobody knows. So my little man Gary, he had a little beef with somebody, and they tried to, maybe like a month earlier, they tried to kill him. And so he beats me one night and said, yo, one of the kids' name was Jawbreaker, out of DC, the kid named Jawbreaker. He said, yo, I know where Jawbreaker them at. This is Gary talking to us on the phone, like, yo, I know where the kid Jawbreaker them at. They had such and such, such and such. I said, oh yeah. So I'm talking to him on the phone. I said, who you with? He said, yo, I'm by myself. I said, you got something? He said, yeah, I got 2 pistols with me now. I said, all right. I was with my man Wayne and like 2 other dudes that were under my man Wayne. So that was our perfect opportunity. My man Wayne was like, yo, this is it. Make it happen. So we go. We jump in this kid MPV van. We used to like use an MPV van because it had the little side compartments. We could throw the pistols and then the police pull us over real quick. So we jump in the MPV van. So I'm driving because I was like the best driver. So we go meet the kid Gary because this is a perfect opportunity. Don't nobody know he's with us now. And when he come up missing, we can always be like, man, I knew how to deny it quick. Okay. So we go get him. Boom. So we go get him. He gets into the MPV van. He parks his car, whatever. He parks his truck. He had the truck at the time. He parks his truck. I met him on, Florida Avenue. I go meet him on Florida Avenue. Florida Avenue by a Wendy's, I think it was. Okay. We get a little revolver out of the stash, and I give it to the dudes that's sitting in back of my man Gary. So my man Gary, he's in the middle. But he don't know that we done slipped the revolver to the back to the kid who's gonna hit him in the head. We ran for about 5-10 minutes after we get the gas. Bang, my man hit him. I give the signal through the rearview mirror. My man hit him with the revolver, 2 in the head. All you hear is, once he hit him, because the kid Gary was getting kind of sleepy because we was about to be like, yo, we ain't gonna catch these dudes. So, Gary was getting kind of sleepy, so he's like dozed off for a minute. So he never even seen it or felt it coming. So the kid hit him with the revolver, bow, bow, so the bullets don't go nowhere because in the revolver, they don't pop out. Okay. So he hit him in the head twice. Down. Gary, he winds up shitting on himself from his muscles relaxing. Okay. So, he's stinking up the car and all that. So that's how the thing came about that his dick was chopped off. So we had to find some woods. So I had to find somewhere to dump him at. So we wind up taking him in this park over on 16th Street in Northwest. I don't know if it's Potomac Park. I think it's called Potomac Park or something. So we wind up taking him over there. And I said, yo, man, we're going to leave him in the woods. So I said, yo. So we pull over in this real dark. I said, yo, take off his clothes, man. So they won't spot him through the clothes and all that. Take off his clothes and leave him naked in the woods. So we do that, and we dragging him through the woods naked. So he gets a couple of scratches on his body and his face and on his penis because, we taking him through the woods. We dragging him. So that's how it came about that they thought we chopped off his dick and all that. And I thought where we left him at was real cool, but we wound up leaving him next to some type of telephone box or something. And the next day, just so happened that the telephone people was coming out to fix this box. And that's how they found him the next day.
Didn't they say something about Dementia with your wife?
Huh?
Dementia.
Dementia was a situation where he really disrespected himself and he disrespected other people. And that's why that happened to him.
Okay.
Yeah. He thought he was tougher than what he really was. But I ain't play with them Brooklyn.
You ain't play with them?
Nah. I ain't. They were cool. I had some cool ones that came up out of Brooklyn, but I just always remembered as a kid how Brooklyn used to like to rob you and all that.
Right.
How they was always known for robbing you. So that kind of like stuck with me in my time. But I met some cool getting money dudes out of Brooklyn without a doubt.
Okay. Who hit him?
My man that was down with
Wayne.
Not Wayne, but the kids that was up on the Wayne. Wayne. Too many people knew him as far as right there, so we got one of his little soldiers to hit him. But I was shaking his hand. I told him, I said, when you see me shaking his hand, I nod my head. You hit him right.
You never feared that one of the bullets would slip off and maybe hit you?
No, I didn't care about that. I didn't.